Welcome to Take It or Heave It, the heavy edition. I'm Bruce Lamont from the band Yakuza.
And I'm Mike Greaney, and we're going to take 4 heavy albums and tell you whether you want to take them or heave them. And this week we're going to add 1 classic heavy album.
Atlanta's Mastodon is back with their latest full-length, Crack the Sky, which was released March 24th on Reprise Records. From that album, this is Quintessence. Mastodon's Crack the Sky is so far this year's most creative and risk-taking venture.
Mastodon's back with another ambitious release. Few current bands are as good at making tracks this long sound this interesting.
So when first listening to the record, the only thing that might have distracted me a bit from what was going on was trying to figure out what was going on with the vocal stylings, because one, there's a voice didn't recognize, and that being Braun Dollar. And Troy and Brent have really gone beyond anything they've done before as far as that's concerned. And I mean, they're changing up stylistically within a song, which is incredible. So like by the 6th listen, I was completely floored. I mean, the entire record, everything, it's flawless. I mean, it's definitely their best record to date, which is saying a lot. I mean, I've followed these guys from day one, and I mean, it's prog genius.
Yeah, it's really good, and you hear it on the album, and I mean, it's kind of hard to envision someone playing the parts instrumentally that they play, and then having to sing that stuff.
Right.
I want to see how they do this live.
Right. French metal artist Blut Aus Nord released their latest record, Memoria Vetusta 2, Dialogue with the Stars, on February 24th through Candlelight Records. You're listening to the cosmic echoes of non-matter. Dialogue with the Stars is a more definable black metal record compared to its past, more experimental efforts.
Blut Aus Nord does a commendable job of trying to stretch the boundaries of black metal, but I found most of it to be kind of pretentious and repetitive. As someone who is uninitiated to Blut Aus Nord, I found it to be, I understand kind of what they're going for. I mean, you've got these epic, long, 12-minute, type songs.
Which is like a key element of, within black metal now, I guess, in 2009,
Sure. And I, not being as familiar with it, I can appreciate what they're going for, but production-wise, I mean, the drums are a little tinny. It's a drum machine. It's well-crafted stuff, well-programmed, but kind of drove me insane after a while, and the vocals are buried in the mix. But as you said,
again, another typical element of what I guess black metal is. New Jersey's finest metal quintet, God Forbid, released their 5th album, Earth's Blood, February 24th on Century Media Records. From their latest, this is Bat the Angels. Epic, lavish, classic power metal moments are what make up God Forbid's latest effort.
God Forbid bridges the gap between punishing metalcore riffing and hook-filled choruses with surprising dexterity. It's a well-thought-out album, and I'm definitely going to take this one.
God Forbid's latest record is epic on so many levels. I mean, lavish guitar work is like, I mean, it's modern in a lot of sense. They harken back to like classic power metal stuff at certain points. I mean, the vocal stylings, Dallas and Byron both are just amazing on both ends. I mean, Byron's just vicious sounding, and Dallas, it's really, really awesome how far he's come with his clean vocal sounds and stuff like that. So
absolutely,
yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I agree with you. The vocals are really cool. I mean, you've got the really kick-ass growly stuff, Byron Davis, and Dallas Coyle. Well, the backing vocals kind of reminded me in a weird way of like 311. But not bad. I mean, just kind of like the same kind of register. But
I didn't hear that at all.
You didn't hear that at all?
No.
Okay. But I mean, not like.
I hate that band.
Yeah.
San Diego, California's death grind foursome, Cattle Decapitation, released The Harvest Floor, January 20th on Metal Blade Records. From this, we are horrible people. Classic metal meets gorecore on the latest from Cattle Decapitation.
There's no denying Cattle Decapitation have chops, but some of the vocals and guitars wore me out.
I pick the records, okay? And that's why I always take all the records. And it's an issue, and maybe down the road we'll fix this or whatever. And so we're gonna go into Cattle Decapitation, and guess what? Guess what?
What's that?
I love it.
Yeah,
it's fucking awesome. That's why I picked it, okay?
That's why.
That's just the way it is. I mean, I hear Travis Ryan's vocals remind me of David Vincent from Morbid Angel, fucking kick ass. I hear like traditional metal riffs within this like insane grindcore madness. The drum tone is great. It's not like super heavy triggery stuff. Thank you, Mr. Billy Anderson, producer extraordinaire. What else can I say? Killer. I just want to make that apparent because it's like, you know, I've heard from these internet fucking dickheads. Oh, you guys like everything. Well, fuck you. I picked four. I mean, there's not anything out there right now that's worth even talking about and heaving. So like, why waste anybody's time? It's a great record. Go buy it.
Yeah, well, I decided to heave it. But at any rate...
What?
Yeah, hey, man, you know, this is a forum. This is not just Bruce's fucking house, all right? It's a forum.
You gonna compare it to 311?
No. it's not anywhere close to 311, but hey, dick.
I'm just...
Any rate, it's pretty intense. But it's not pretty intense. It's really intense, and I got to give him props for just, I mean, taking it and just ramping it up. But the shrieking vocals, I mean, the bark stuff is kick-ass, but like the shrieking stuff, it's kind of back and forth. Just started to drive me insane after a while. It was kind of like a cross between like the dude from Metal Church and like, I'll swallow your soul. You know, the chick from the Evil Dead flicks.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Saxon is the seminal English heavy metal quintet formed in 1977. In 81, Saxon released the classic album Denim and Leather. From that release, this is Fire in the Sky. Denim and leather! Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Love this record.
It's Saxon.
Motorhead meets AC/DC. It's classic in every sense. I mean, I told you this before. I spin at some metal nights every once in a while. I'll throw on a Saxon record. I'll throw this record on, Fire in the Sky, and all of a sudden, like, you know, little hipster dudes are walking over to me going, who is this? I'm like, oh, it's Saxon.
It's just Bible,
I mean, they never really had a whole lot of success in the U.S. Early on. I love it, man. It's great. It's rock and roll. I mean, it's everything that metal, you know, was and is today. You know, Biff, man. I love that dude.
Biff. Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool stuff, and it's just, you know, plug your Fender straight into the Marshall, just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Mastodon produces another piece of prog metal genius. Memoria Vetusta 2 Dialogue with the Stars is not as experimental as past Blut Aus Nord efforts. God forbid ups the ante and the intensity with Earth's Blood. Harvest Floor has great production values, but certain elements seem out of place. Our classic album for this month is Saxon's 1981 metal masterpiece, Denim and Leather. Thanks for joining us on Take It or Heave It, the Heavy Edition, and join us again next month where we will review 4 more heavy albums and 1 classic heavy album.
And don't forget, it doesn't have to be good to be a classic.
Actually sounds like a fucking weed whacker.
It does.